honored today to bring another amazing speaker for the Art of Confidence event, how to build unstoppable confidence and skyrocket your revenue. I'm Nicole Safely. I'm the founder of I Am Fierce, and I'm with Julie Vance today. And you guys, this is going to be an amazing session. Julie and I, of course, have been talking just a little bit as we got started. And I think you're going to be really impressed at the systems that she's put together to do lead gen, conversion, and all through her Facebook group. Not only has she done that, but she helps people to like figure it all out. And so Julie Vance, welcome. I'm so excited to have you. Julie is a business coach. She's a course creator and a lead generation expert for female entrepreneurs who are looking to crush it on Facebook and massively grow their email list fast. She's grown her Facebook group from 1,181 members to now over, it says 32, but you said 35. So we're climbing. Like she said, she gets 100 people a day. I'm like, my group's kind of small. So you definitely want to tune in, grab a piece of paper, because she's going to really give us the goods on, where we need to look, what's important. And, this is a community that she's curated of female entrepreneurs. This is just since January of last year, you guys. So my ears were perked up. I'm super excited to bring this to you. It wasn't always this way for Julie, though. And her Facebook group and email list were dead. Been there. Really not long ago at all. And she didn't have a clue how to grow it fast either. Without fresh leads coming into your business daily, she learned that it was pretty tough to make consistent sales. And once she honed in on lead generation and building those two platforms, the Facebook group and email, her business skyrocketed, and she's now making multiple daily sales without cold calling, without DMing or getting on sales calls. So this is how you use automation at its best. Welcome, Julie. Oh,
thank you. Wow, I'm so excited to be here.
I know. And thank you, you guys. Send healing vibes to Julie. She's not been feeling well the last week, and on the mend though. And even through that, she's like, I was posting in my group. I sent out recordings when I couldn't talk. That's pretty impressive. Julie, tell us a little bit about, I know we talked about where you started. It wasn't looking pretty, but give us a little sense from your standpoint, where were you, and like, how did you get here in such a short time? Let's step through that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it still blows my mind now when I think if I have 35,000 members. I used to look at other groups and go, how are they doing it? What are they doing? Right.
Yeah.
And so I would take a lot of courses and try to learn everything, be a good student, right? Do the work. And so a lot of the gurus, they kind of tell you the same thing. They say, go and friend a bunch of people, look and see if they're a good fit for what you do, check out their profile briefly, then send them a friend request and go to the DM and send them a message. And so, do so many a day. So I was doing that. And that's how I got to 1,181 members. It got to the point where I didn't like doing that strategy, because I call it now fake friending people, because I'm really friending people with an agenda, right? That's what we do online. We're friending people. If we're on there for business, we try to build connection and then promote something. But it got to the point where I didn't like it. I was literally glued to my phone all day, trying to have conversations, trying to build connection, because when you just drop into someone's inbox, they don't know you. There's no trust. And why would they want to buy from you? Now, just to be clear, I had to get really good at prospecting in the DMs, because I, been working from home for years. I don't have a big network like most people. Being at home, I mean, I'm not around a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I had to get good at prospecting and connecting with people. But I was literally glued to my phone all the time and trying to follow up with people and keep track of it all, which was a nightmare, and I got to resent it. I got to really analyze my business and decide I did not like doing it anymore. And so something had to change, because I wanted to wake up and be excited about my business, not going, oh, these people are ignoring me, they're ghosting me, right? And so that's when I had to make a change. And so last January, I decided to really hone in on my group and really just focus on my group and my email list, growing my audience. And so I soon realized that, you know, you needed to really focus on three things. You had to focus on bringing in the right people, not just anybody. I've seen
Yeah.
people and even clients of mine have grown their group before they come to me and they just got anybody in there. And
It's
that's not
marketing
good.
101, right? You got to find your target audience. You can serve
Exactly.
everyone. And when you do, you really serve no one. So finding that, who's that demographic, that persona, the person that's going to be your ideal client, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of, it's obvious when you know that, but when you don't know that, it's not obvious. And so I've had clients bring in men into their group and their group is for women. I'm like, why is there like 500 men in here? It makes no sense, right?
Right.
So they just accept people, and some people look at it as, oh, a vanity number, you know. And so when I grew my group from last January to now 35,000, it's women. There are a few men in before I rebranded. However, it's 99% women. And it is women who have a business online who would be interested in things that I promote and sell. Because like you said, if you don't bring in the right people, they're not going to pay attention when you go to promote offers or when you provide value. It's not going to make sense to them. And it's really important that not only that, when you name your group, you need to attract the right people in. So I do two things to bring that many people to my group. I do marketing. So I
Hmm.
find, you know, you can start out with 3 to 5 groups or more that allow promo, that allow you to promote your business or promote your group or promote a free guide. And then you driving those people into your world, into your group, into your email list. And so when you get in the habit of doing that every day and you multiply your efforts, then a lot of people start coming into your group. But what I discovered, something that was really interesting, when you have a lot of activity happening in your group, Facebook now starts recommending your group. They're kind of
Oh,
advertising for free for you in the, you know, suggested groups, and they were promoting my group, and I had a lot more people coming in automatically. And this is all
oh, wow.
organic. I'm not
Yeah.
paying Facebook to advertise for my group. So it really was surprising. And then it just started exploding, having 100 people coming in a day or more, and just coming in automatically from those
Wow.
two
That
efforts.
just blows my mind. 100 people a day. I'm like, we have 350 people in our group. And this is where I'm going. So I'm not stressed about it. Like I'm getting started and I'm going to start using Julie's system. But yeah, like that's amazing. And it sounds like consistency too. When I'm listening to you, it's like daily action. And so I'm curious if I can just ask a question here. I work with clients all day. I don't have time to post in all these groups. Now I could hire a VA, which I likely will do, but you talked a little bit about automation. So is that the key, or do you still do organic work, daily in the postings?
So you can do it either way. So I have clients who have little children, who have busy schedules, whatever, and just don't want to do the lead generation themselves.
Mhm.
For me, it's the most important activity I do every day is lead generation, is building my audience, driving them to my group, doing to my email list. I literally fine-tuned it down to 30 minutes a day. So
Okay.
first thing in the morning, I get out my post, but I'm posting in a lot more than 3 to 5 groups. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so I get my posts out. It's just really copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. It's just so systematic. Now, if I decided I didn't want to do that anymore or wanted to pay someone to do it, I could have someone do that for me as well. And
Yeah.
there's lots of people that will do that for you if you don't want to do it. But for me, I got it down to 30 minutes a day. And I thought, I like being in my business too. And 30 minutes is really not a lot. I'm having my morning tea or whatever. It's kind of meditating because I'm just like copy paste as I'm waking up.
Yeah.
And it's done. The most like that is the first thing I do every day. It's done and it's out. And then the leads start pouring in. So it's fun
Amazing.
when you start seeing the numbers growing from doing that consistent activity, but you don't have to do it yourself. There are people who can do it for you as well.
Yeah, I love that. I could do 30 minutes a day, but I think in this system, I'm an advocate for learning what you're doing first and then hiring somebody to do it. So you know what they're doing and what's effective. And so, doing all of that. Okay, so we're at the point we're getting people into the group. My experience, they come in the group and it's like pulling teeth to get people to post sometime or respond to your posts. They maybe read them, but then they're not engaging. How do I do more than just bring them to the group?
Yeah, so it's really important that we nurture those people coming in, because you can bring in tons of people, but if there's nothing there for them, they're not going to stick around. They're not going to hang around. They're not going to, and that's how your group gets dead. In fact, I've had a client come to me. She had a huge group of 70,000. I thought, wow, she's got a lot of members in her group. However, she was very good at step one. She was good at growing her group, but she wasn't good at nurturing. A lot of the group was pretty much dead. So you do a post for
Wow.
70,000 people and nobody's commenting. That's a big problem.
Right,
And
right,
then,
right.
of course, nobody's going to pay attention when you promote things. And so we work together on, nurturing and then converting. And so as the people are coming in, you can do different strategies. You can provide value. And this is why it's so important to bring the right people in, your niche, your target audience, because when you start providing value and nurturing them, so you might go live, right? I go live every Tuesday. Now, you don't have to, but I like to go live and connect with my audience. And so people connect with me seeing my lives. I promote my lives heavily, so I'll promote it in an email to remind people I'm going live. I'll send the replay out as well. I pin the live to the top of the group, and there'll be people coming through that live all week long.
Oh,
And
cool.
so not only are they seeing me talk, they're hearing my expertise, right? And talking about a
Yeah.
certain topic. I'm very important. I'm promoting on every live. So two things I promote. One, I promote a free guide. So I'm providing value. And the free
Mhm.
guide is usually the topic I'm talking about on my live. And then at the end, so I'm growing my email list from the live, and on my guides, I have low ticket offers. So some people will just buy the low ticket offer. And then I'm promoting a bigger offer at the end. And I'm literally just driving people to the DMs. You want to know more? DM me. If you want the link, DM, I'll drop the link. And I have literally signed up people from my lives. And a lot of times they're new people coming into the group.
Yeah. You've got an amazing system. In the closing business and DMs on social media. I'm thinking I needed to hire a sales team, to call, especially for high ticket clients. And I do think for me, there'll be some connection as far as like, where are you going, your visioning, but getting them in the door and ready to purchase. The other thing I'll just share with you guys, I was talking to Julie. She's telling me what she's doing. If you aren't impressed by the numbers and the system that she's just shared with you, I'm like, okay, sign me up. Let's sign me up. I just met her 5 minutes ago. But when and she's definitely, I'm just blown away. Built this in a year to 35,000. So we nurture any techniques that you use in closing people. So you're closing them in the DMs. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, and so that's the third step. So we bring in the right people, step one. Step two, we're nurturing them, providing value, creating posts, going live, letting them see our expertise. And then step three, now we have warm leads and we want to convert some of those warm leads into paying clients. And I don't chase people. I don't randomly DM people. I don't cold DM people in my group or anything like that. Only when people say, hey, I want to know more. And I do that through my marketing. So for example, like I said on my live, if you want to know more about this, DM me hashtag clients, for example, and then I'll get hashtag clients. So I know it's from my live. And so I just have a really brief conversation. I need to know what they promote or sell to see if I can help them, right? Because if they have an Etsy store or if they're a real estate agent, my program's not really suitable for them. So I'll let them know that and not move any further with those people so I can sit through them faster, right? And remember,
Yeah.
these people reached out to me. right? It's a whole different ballgame when they reach out to you than you just dropping into someone's inbox. So when they reach
Yeah.
out to you and go, hey, I want to know more about your program, they've already heard my expertise on the live. Then they heard me talk a bit about the program. Now they're DMing me wanting to know more. And so it puts me in the driver's seat, right, to have a conversation with them. And I figure out, okay, are they a good fit for my program or not? If they are, and they say, you know, I'm a business coach, I teach this, that, whatever. Okay, perfect. Yes, I can help you. And then I talk to them about the program. And then
Yeah.
I'll literally have people say, oh, can you send me the link, please? And just someone I've only had a very brief conversation with, and give them the link and they sign up. And
Awesome.
and just to know, I know you said something about high ticket. Just to give you an example, I have a mentor, you know, it's great having mentors. I signed up with my mentor at Christmas time, last December, for a $10,000 offer through the DMs. I didn't get on a sales call with her. I did not, you know, she didn't have to try to close me and all that.
Hmm.
I was sold because of her marketing. I was sold by how she showed up online, and she was speaking my language, what I
Yes.
wanted, right? And when you get
Mhm.
really good at people, letting people understand how you can help them, and you know where they're going to be after working with you, then they connect much faster and they go, oh my god, that sounds amazing, please can I have one of those spots, please, please. Like they're literally begging you. and,
Begging.
and it's like, oh my god, I'm like so humbled. But they can hear my confidence in my voice. And I always do voice clips, by the way, in Messenger.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
they connect to that. They connect to, they say things like, oh, I can tell you love what you do. And remember in the beginning, I told you I did not like my business anymore when I was DMing people randomly,
Yeah.
all this stuff, and fake friending people. Now I set it up where I'm only talking to people who are interested in talking to me and about my program. They've raised their hand, they're coming to me. And so it is a whole different situation, because now I'm excited, and I'm
Right.
having these conversations, and they feel the excitement, they feel the energy, and they feel that, you know, from what I'm saying, that I can actually help them. But it's a very brief conversation. It doesn't go on and on and on. That's the cool part about it.
That is the cool part. Like, I think the way that you're talking to the fake friending, and now you have to, feign interest in what they're doing, and all of this courting. Like if I go out to the store, the boutique owner is not trying to come up and ask me about my kid, until she knows me, but like, oh, let me act like I really care about you so that you'll buy my clothing. No, she's going to sell you the clothing. Maybe you start talking and then you develop a relationship, but I came there for a purpose. Let's be clear. And I think, as you say that, it just makes me think about the purpose that we're there. When you're genuine and you just show up and you deliver the value that people need, it's a natural connection and it gets to be easy. I love
Yeah,
that.
and and when you're posting in other people's groups, you start to be seen more.
Mm-hmm.
People are paying attention, they're curious, and then they start joining your group. So I have 100 people coming in a day, they go, oh my gosh, there's 35,000 women in here. So now that, just that alone gives me influence, having a big group too. But not only that, they see that people are engaging in the group, they see people are coming on my lives, they see people are, can promote their business as well. And that's what people want to do. They want to promote their business, right? So I give them an opportunity to do that as well. But it kind of, like, it wasn't something I was expecting, but it kind of created influencer status. And as a result of that too, I have not reached out to anybody to do any summits. I've had probably 15 since November that I've participated in, and they are all just people who found me and reached out. And it's not that I wouldn't reach out to people, but it just happens. And
Yeah.
it's pretty cool that that when you start attracting that, when you start
Mm-hmm.
attracting people like yourself who are doing summits, and that, it's pretty amazing, because summits are just so hot, and such a wealth of information,
Oh
and
my gosh,
also
yes.
putting it together yourself is a huge huge job, and so I can totally appreciate that. And I'm always so honored when people reach out to me asking if I would like to speak on their summit. I'm like, oh yes, yes, I would. I think
Yeah.
it's just a great opportunity to put yourself out there more.
Yeah, this has been great. And I'm so thankful that you were able to get in and do this with us. You guys, I hope you wrote down the notes, but I think if you didn't catch everything, Julie's going to tell you she's got a freebie for you, and we'll definitely tell you how to connect with her group. Where do we go, Julie? What do they do if they want to know more about this method and really just kind of getting in your space to learn from you?
Yeah, so you can come over to my group, Profitable Women Entrepreneurs. There's 35,000 plus in there right now. You can request to join and connect. You can see, if you go up to the featured section, there's trainings there. There's free trainings. You can help yourself binge watch. You can sign up for my free guide, which is really talking about the 3 steps, how to grow a profitable Facebook group, what we talked about here. You can sign up for that and get that delivered to your inbox, and really, just follow the 3 steps there.
You make it sound so easy. And it will be once you get in that space, I'm sure. I'm super excited to go through the program with you, Julie, and really turn up the heat in my group. And as you're saying this, a lot of the clients that I target are on LinkedIn, but I think I can probably transfer the same type of method to, in that space, and even maybe bring those, those LinkedIn professionals into Facebook, into that group. So as you're talking, the wheels are spinning for sure. Julie, thank you so much for being with us. You guys, I will put the link to her group and the download into the show notes. And I definitely encourage you to reach out. You guys, Facebook groups, Facebook is kind of dead to me. I don't use it for anything other than business, really. But the groups feature, there's really not another platform that has such a robust method for people to connect with all of the different types of features. So if you don't have a Facebook group for your business, I highly encourage you to use that functionality and create the space. Now, Julie, one other thing that came to mind too, when we think about those groups, you heard Julie say, I'm focused on growing my email list. We all also know that Facebook is just a platform that we don't own. And so having the group is great. Having the email list with the 35,000, and there's methods to do that. I'm sure she'll show you, but the 2 combined are such a powerful marketing mechanism. You want to have that email list in case something happens with Facebook and they pull the rug out from under you, but you'll have the email list and you'll have the tactics to be able to go and recreate it if you ever need to. So thank you so much, Julie. You guys, if you love this, we've got 20 other speakers, so don't worry. We run through Sunday, but if you sign up now, this maybe is the first one and you're in there, make sure you go to our Facebook group. You can watch all of the past sessions in there, and you can start to interact not only with myself and the other attendees, but most of our speakers are also in that group. And then today at noon, we are doing an Ask Me Anything session. It's a 30-minute Facebook Live. Again, in the group, you'll have the link to the Zoom. You can go right in there and ask our speakers anything you like. And so we're doing one of those today at noon. We'll have another one tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. These are all Central time. And then a third one on Sunday at 6 p.m. So I hope you'll join us. Free coaching. You guys, this whole conference, I added it up. It's like 12 and a half hours worth of free content from amazing coaches. So we appreciate you being here. And if there's anything I can help you guys with, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. We'll see you soon.